Let me ask you a hard question. If something happened to you or to someone that you love tomorrow or today, how much of your family's history will be gone forever? Most families prepare for financial inheritance, but very few prepare for what I call cultural inheritance, the stories, the values, the wisdom that shapes us. So, whether you're an elder who is looking to make sure your story is told in your own words, or you're a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew, or family member who knows that you need to capture the life story of someone that you love before it's too late, this is for you. So, I once read a shocking statistic. Most family stories are forgotten within 3 generations. So, the voices that we thought we always remember fade, the memories blur, and all that hard earned life experience is gone. And here's something else, even more sinister though. In today's world, entire histories are being rewritten or erased. Books are being banned, stories are being silenced, museums are having artifacts removed. If we don't take responsibility for preserving our own family's stories and truths, who will? Capturing cultural inheritance is not just personal, it's protection for us all. As a cultural anthropologist, I know this. Every culture, every community passes down identity through story. When those stories disappear, the people lose their grounding. So preserving, again, cultural inheritance is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for survival. Now, I know that sometimes I can get way out there on society and the bigger world and all of that, but let's bring it down to you and to your family. Who in your family do you wish you had recorded? Whose story in your own family is in danger of being lost? Now, I can't tell you how many families only think about this when their loved one is in hospice or very ill. And by then, the window to capture stories is painfully short. So don't wait until it's almost too late. My name is Zarina Elamine. I'm a cultural anthropologist from Detroit, Michigan. But more than that, I am a daughter who lost both of her parents far too soon. When they passed, my children were still young, and it kind of hit me that they may never truly remember their grandparents' voices, their stories, and their laughter. All of those memories could vanish in a single generation. And that pain lit a fire within me. I didn't want my children or my grandchildren to grow up with those empty spaces, wondering who they were or where they came from. And that's why I founded this movement. Over the last 15 years, my team and I have guided more than 65 families and counting through capturing their cultural inheritance, not as a hobby, not as a side project, but as finished, published works, tangible heirlooms that they can hold in their hands. Let me share with you just a few examples. Here's Hugs and Kisses by Sister Bahija. Now, Sister Bahija had been dreaming about writing this book for a long time. Unfortunately, she was not able to do it on her own to completion. That's because dementia set in and it robbed her of many of her memories and her cognitive abilities to get this to where she would have wanted it to be. Luckily, she has a beautiful husband, and he came to us and we were able to help finish up the story, get it into a beautiful format so that she could be proud and also their family could have what she had worked so hard, so many years to create. What you see here is My 5 Mothers by Miss Mardine Cassell. Her story honors the 5 women who shaped her life, mothers, mentors, guides, grandmothers, and who deserve to be remembered and who she wanted to make sure her daughters also know and know intimately. And this is My Soul's Journey Through COVID, Fighting to Survive in Paradise by the Dr. Honorable Nalitha Butterfield. Now, Miss Nalitha has done, I think, 11 legacy books at this point, memoirs on different aspects of her life, covering her political career as a minister of education and such in Bermuda, and then also her work in education, giving people GEDs and all of the beautiful things. But this book right here is something a little bit different. This is her story of overcoming COVID when she was almost at the brink. Now, many of you all remember the pandemic and things that came about in that time. Some of you lost people, some of you all lost family members and friends and such. Well, this is her story of how she was able to come back, but also how she's still dealing with the effects of long-term COVID. Not always pretty, but necessary. So I don't know what story is going to be in your book, but imagine handing your uncle, your grandmother, or even yourself a finished manuscript, their name on the cover, their story beautifully preserved. When Dr. Anissa published My Two Callings, she was able to share both her professional journey and her spiritual one all in one powerful story for her children and grandchildren. When Dr. Kabira's family worked with us on the Robinson collection, they created a gift that the future generations will cherish, a true family archive all about their patriarch, who they called Pepe. This is what we do. We take scattered memories, unfinished notes, and we turn them into permanent, tangible pieces of inheritance. Now, there are two ways that we can help you, depending on what's best for your family. Path number one is for those of you who want to go and write your story in a group format. So our Legacy Author Life Story Academy is our group program where you or a loved one will be guided step by step through the process of writing a life story from memory to memoir. We give you the templates, we give you the coaching, and we give you a supportive community. Now, you don't have to be a writer. You don't have to figure it out alone, right? We've done this with dozens of families, and we'll guide you every step of the way. To get started in our Life Story Academy, your first step is simple. Attend one of our free Legacy Author Masterclasses and info sessions, and you'll be able to see exactly how the Academy works and decide if it's right for you. But in addition to learning about the Academy, you're going to learn a process, a life story framework that you can actually apply to your work. Now, when you have help and support, things that once seemed insurmountable actually become achievable. So Sister Iola Corbett had dreamed of writing her story for a long, long time. People often told her, you should write a book, you should write a book. But it just seemed like too big of a project. When she came into the Academy, she was able to learn the process and follow our streamlined way of organizing decades of memories into a beautiful format that other people can read. And now she has published not just one, but two life story projects dealing with different aspects of her life that her family is able to benefit from, but actually the broader community as well. So that's our Life Story Academy. Again, click the link to attend one of our free master classes and info sessions, and you'll be able to get more information on the Academy. Now, for those of you who are interested in a more personal and custom option, we have our Done For You Legacy Project books as well. This is our premium service for families who don't have the time or the energy to do it themselves. With Done For You, we take care of everything. Our team interviews you or a loved one about aspects of your life. We pull out what is most important, what you really want to share, and then we write up your beautiful story. We do all the editing, the design, and the publishing. Okay, so you or your loved one simply share the story via talking with us. That can be either in person or over the phone, and we turn it into a masterpiece. So whether you want the support to write it yourself or you'd rather us do the heavy lifting, we have a path for you. We've worked with people of all ages, of course, elders who are in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. We've worked with adult children, nieces, and nephews who said, if I don't do this now, I'll regret it forever. Every single family tells us the same thing. This is priceless. I'm so glad that I did it. When they hold that finished book, there are tears, there's laughter, there's pride, and there's peace, knowing that a piece of their family heritage is going to live on forever. So here's what to do next. If you want to be guided through the process of writing your life story or capturing the story of a loved one, click to sign up for our free Legacy Author Masterclass. If you want to explore our Done For You services, click to learn more about how we can handle the entire process for your family. But here's what everyone needs to do. Don't wait. Don't wait until the stories are gone like I did. Take the first step today. Stories fade, memories blur, but books last forever. Let's make sure that your family's cultural inheritance lives on. Join us today because none of us are promised tomorrow.